Wizard of West LA here. Today we will be discussing the Polaroid Onestep Plus Instamatic camera. So this is the Onestep Plus box. As you can see, it has a mobile app that will work with it, remote, manual mode, self-timer, double exposure, light painting, and noise trigger. This is very interesting how this works. And like I said, the neat thing about it, it has Bluetooth technology to connect it. So you can actually take pictures from Bluetooth. You know, you can actually do it from the camera. So here's basically what the case looks like. If you're interested, you can pause that and take a look at that. And this is the other side of the case. And here's the front part of the case. So let's open it up and let's check it out. So as we lift this, we get the box. And we lift out the main part of the box. As we open it, we see, which is an instruction manual, basically how you load the film and how you do the connections and everything. So as you can see, it does use a charger. You can use basically your phone charger, and you can charge it, and it tells you camera's fully charged with no light. Okay, solid red, the camera's charging. Pretty simple. And flash override bulb. Guess it helps if you open it up. Tells you the whole thing. The manual's right here, which tells you everything about the camera. So let's take a look. Here's the camera. Here's the camera itself as we pull this out. Let me pull out the camera. So here we go. Here's basically the camera. And let's look at all the features it has. Okay, so let's look at the front part of the camera. So basically right here, there's a switch that you can see right there. And basically that switch is a lighten or darken switch. So it has a plus to the right over here in this direction and a minus on that direction. And then over here is a light meter. This is much like the old cameras they used to have. Okay, here's a light meter, okay. And then over here is the door latch, which you move the door latch and that opens the, see? You push it to the right and that opens it up. So you can load the film into the camera. Most important thing I have discovered from a lot of other users and everything else is to keep this part clean. That is the most important part, this roller. Always keep it clean. So you can put cotton on top of it, or actually the best thing I've heard is a little cloth just to wipe it, keep that thing clean. And you can see inside the camera. There we go. And then this is the flash, and then this is the shutter button. And the top part here is actually for a portrait, and this is a longer distance from portrait, just further away. And look what it does, it changes the lens on the inside. You can see what it does when you switch it over, it changes the lens over. And this is a plus button. I'm just going to go through all these. And then this one is the plus button. That one is an infrared LED. Let's look at the other side. On the other side is a power button. On the other side, this basically off or on. Down is on, up is off. Okay. This is the charger. I think you can see it. Yeah. That's the charger. you can actually see where the camera is charged, and the LEDs to the left of it, you can actually see that where it charges. And to the left of that is a flash override. What I understand is you hold this button down and then you push this down and then push the front button, and it prevents the flash from going off. And this is what I like about it. It's got a nice viewfinder on top of the camera, so you can actually see. So to pair the camera, you can see it's available on the App Store or the Google Play Store. You basically go on the application store and you go to the Polaroid Originals app and you download the app. So we're going to download the app and take a look at it. Okay, we have downloaded the app, and it has this is the Onestep Plus app, and what it's actually saying to do is you make sure Bluetooth is on your phone, okay? And what you do is you turn on the camera. I'm going to see if it has any power. So I'm going to push this switch down. Yeah, looks like we have some power. The little LED's on. And then you push the plus sign, this plus button. You push the plus button right there. You push that. And it's glowing blue, as you can see. And let's take a look at the app and see what the app is doing. Cameras. So let's push on cameras. And there we do. And there it is. And look at that. There it is. So it's showing it's a low battery. And you can actually see it. Low battery. It doesn't have any film in it. And it's showing that it's connected. And it's showing a firmware edition. Okay, that's pretty good. That was quick. It actually hooks up fast. I don't have to do any pairing for the camera to whichever phone you're using. It's one of the newer technology which we were talking about earlier. It's about low power Bluetooth. And it connected right there. So it looks like it did it. So that's good. Okay, so then you can go through this tour here. We can hit Onestep Plus. Here's what you have on this app. It's really neat. It has a remote. Okay, we don't have film, obviously. Okay, next we're going to add some film to it and have some fun with it. So we have low power, and then it has the mode. Let's see if I switch over. Look at that. It reads the mode. Has a portrait mode. I'm going to flick the switch over, and it switches over to, that's like a landscape or further from portrait. Has a timer, so it looks like it has a timer when it takes. You could take self-portraits or portraits of other people. Let me see what it does. Yeah, it switches over. Looks like it always keeps track of that. Okay, then it has portrait. Okay, and what is portrait mode? It tells you what portrait mode is and different things like that. And it has double exposure, which is a lot of fun. This I've seen before. You take one picture of someone, say in front of the ocean, and then you take the next exposure, like a tree or something next to it, and you can superimpose that next to the person, or you can even put it on the water. We'll demonstrate all these. And here's light painting. This is a lot of fun. So it basically leaves the shutter open, and what happens when the shutter is open, you can use flashlights or anything. I want to try it with lasers, and you aim it around, and it basically what it says, light painting. It makes traces of the lines or outlines of different people or objects, whatever you want to do. Then this has a noise trigger, which I've seen this done too. You can set the camera on a tripod, make a noise, and it takes the picture. And you can set the noise. You drag the thing up and down. This is what I want to play with. Look at this. It has manual mode. You have complete control over your camera. You can set the time of the shutter all the way to bulb. And what bulb is, it's from the old analog cameras, which this is, but it's kind of mixed with technology. That's what I like about it. It leaves the shutter open as long as you want. Then you push this button or release it. So you can leave it open and you can do a seascape or any type of night type, well actually like city lights or something at night. And you can leave the shutter open for as long as you want. There's some good timing programs that you can use to time how long you leave it open. Because remember, the film just sucks up all that light. So you leave it open for a while and then you touch it again and the aperture closes. And on this one, obviously, you don't have to develop it. The picture comes out and you wait a couple minutes. But look at the settings you can do on here. You can set it for different times. Quarter. You can set it for 125. Looks like it goes, lowest is 125 and goes to bulb, which is really useful. So, yeah. It's very hard to hold the camera. Basically, the rule I follow at 125, which most of the other digital cameras I've worked on and used, and also on this channel we've gone through. 60 is close. 125 you can hold it, it's fine. Anything under that, you're going to get a shake. Remember, this thing doesn't have, like the other digital cameras, like stabilizing and all these wild and fantastic things, which is kind of interesting. This one I would use a tripod or use like a short little tripod or lay it on top of a table or something. And then the f-stop, as they call it, well, what's really neat about this basically tells it how much light you let into the camera. The higher, the simple rule on this, the higher the number, the smaller the little hole is that lets the light in. The lower the number, it's letting more light in. Okay, this is really, really neat. And then you look at this, you can turn the flash. Oh, wow, this is new. The other version I saw just turns it on or off. This one tells you how long. It looks like full flash, half flash, quarter, eighth. Looks like the intensity of the flash you can do. And then this one you can tell it to eject the film or not eject the film, which is a double exposure. You can do like exposures and stuff, different things like that. So this one I am dying to play with. We'll get to this one really soon. And as you can see, we have low battery and film. So I'm going to charge it up and we'll play around with it. I'll go outside, shoot some video, and then I do want to do a night shot. So that's basically the program that comes with it, the different things that you can do with it. The time, the aperture, flash, the intensity of flash, and whether to eject the film or not. So this is basically the camera. And I'll load it up with film and we'll take a look at it and we'll try a lot of the features on it. And I can get a camera into the, I will get a camera into the viewfinder. You can kind of see it. Yeah, you can kind of see it. I'll get something into the viewfinder so we can check it out. And that's basically the camera, how it basically looks. Feel free to leave us a comment and definitely like or dislike the video and leave me a comment, definitely, because I learn a lot about different products from you guys and it's a great community out there, and I feel it's definitely a good way to learn more information about the different products that are out there. Also, don't forget to click the alert bell because it's very important to alert you of any videos or any new videos that I do post. Again, thanks for joining us and keep on learning.